Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Today, usually I have my cheat sheet in front of me, a dry eraser board, but this is a lot of stuff to actually write on that dry eraser board and read to you. But pretty much what it is, it's you're sober, so now what? This is really dedicated to a friend of mine who I spoke about the other day, and he checked himself into rehab. And you know, the rehab center, they are so ridiculous when it comes to payment, because they pretty much told them, well, listen, your insurance is only going to pay 20% of $5,000, and this particular friend of mine does not have the funds to seek or to get the help that he so desperately needs, and I repeat, needs. So he checked himself out. He kind of waited around for a couple of days, and finally yesterday I got him to go into to attend an AA meeting. I made a few phone calls, got in touch with a few people, and I do believe he went to the first AA meeting. But listen, so now he is sober, so now what does he do? Because my biggest fear is for him to have a relapse, to get stressed out because he's facing some financial crisis now, some job issues now, and so it seems like the whole world is crumbling down around him. However, all is not lost, because what he has gained is his life back, sobriety, and he has to take small steps now. Remember, I always say changes only happen in small steps. He has to take small steps to live, to seek, to continue life, and to see the changes happening. So you're sober now. What? Now what? Tips to define and achieve the best life. First, I just want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Larry Geese from the Geese Academy. You can find him on the website at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's ODYSSEYCONSULTANT.org. You can also reach him at 516-485-2741. That's 516-485-2741. Larry Geese is an addiction recovery coach. He's a life coach. He is a coach with over 30 years experience. I envy someone like Larry Geese because he is able to analyze each and every situation for each and every client of his and make the best battle plan for today and tomorrow. He is also one of those people, like myself, that really does not care about yesterday. Not that we don't personally care, but we don't care to talk to our clients about the past, because those issues are gone. Those issues might trigger something inside of the client that we are coaching to possibly cause a trigger or a relapse. So we, Larry Geese and I, and many other addiction recovery coaches, focus on today and tomorrow. Please call him at 516-485-2741. He's at the Geese Academy. That's Larry Geese, and you can find him on the web at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Tell him you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show. GlobalEyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. They have frames for as low as $6 that go up to about $69, and here is what those prices include. Those prices include, of course, the cloth and the case. That's a no-brainer. But here is the special thing. They include single vision, standard, non-coated plastic lenses. That is included for that price. Now, you might need progressives, you might need want transitions or photochromatics or polarization, or you might want your lenses to be thinner, or you might want anti-reflecting coating for night driving, or you might want UV coating or a scratch-resistant coating. These are options that are available at www.globaleyeglasses.com, and here is the kicker. I have helped so many of my friends in my audience because I have over 30 years optometry business. So when you folks are watching the videos about addiction, about life, about anything that's positive that I might record, and I speak about www.globaleyeglasses.com, I get the phone calls that people want to utilize me not only for life coaching, addiction recovery coaching, but to see better. So they call me, and I've helped many of you folks so far. So don't hesitate to keep calling me at 631-599-0218 or at 844-405-HELP. I will help make you see better as much as I will help take your life back. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. You're sober now. Now what? What are the steps to stay sober? Tips to define and achieve your best life. We all face a big question. The one that hangs over who have faced addiction and gotten sober. Now what? So my friend, he now is sober, let's say, for a week. What are his steps? We didn't get sober just to keep living the life we've always lived without alcohol and drugs. We got sober to live better, to dream, and to work toward achieving those dreams. We got sober to live better, the dream, to work towards achieving those dreams. Listen to those words. To enter into full relationships, to live productive lives, and to be happy. Unfortunately, addiction does not lend itself to long-term planning. For many of us, the concept of even having goals is a new theory. But simply by getting sober, we have set goals and more clearly defined steps to achieve them. Here are a few of my suggestions this came from the CDC. Remember, first things first. You've heard it in meetings if you've attended AA like my friend, or maybe in the church meetings. First things first. That means recovery before all else. Everything else is secondary. My friend, he has a job issue and he's worried about losing his job. Well, let me tell you something. It is better to lose a job than to lose your life. So your sobriety has to, and I repeat, has to be number one on your list. Without sobriety, all of our goals revert to barroom dreams. And we all know how they turn out. The skills we learn to stay sober are the very skills that will guide us through the setting and achieving of our goals. Work on one life area at a time. Right now, for my friend, and maybe even for you, he needs to work on his sobriety. All else has to be put aside. Yes, he can plan on when he's going back to work. Yes, he can plan on how to fix relationships. But the number one priority is sobriety. First, sobriety and recovery. Second, honest work. Third, time with family and supportive friends. One day at a time. One thing at a time. One step at a time. Focus on what you can do right now, today, in this minute, and congratulate yourself when you've done it, knowing that you will soon feel ready for something bigger. Remember, changes come in small steps. For those in recovery, the main thing is staying clean and sober. Remember what I just said. The main thing is being clean and sober. That is your goal you need to work on, and you will achieve it by taking it one day at a time. Next one is baby steps. This is why it's crucial, and I've been saying this over and over, and I hope you've heard it, but here to reinforce what I've been saying. Anyone who has made epic New Year's resolutions knows how quickly they can crumble, especially when you've made, if you made that resolution on the bar stool somewhere. And there's nothing like failure to send us back to our old habits. By setting small goals and achieving them, we learn success can be our reality. Start with something very small, perhaps just getting through the day, eating a meal, cleaning up your room. Gradually build up to larger goals and long-term commitments. My friend, if you're watching and listening, start with setting the small goals. Don't try to fix all the problems that your alcoholism has created. Work on yourself. Then work on your job situation. Then work on your relationship situations, whether it's with a partner or family. But baby steps are important. Nothing gets accomplished by leaping full force because you're setting yourself up for failure. You have to be realistic. One of the major benefits of long-term practice with the 12 steps is that we learn to be honest with ourselves. You'll learn, my friend I'm talking to, and maybe anyone else, as you attend AA, they have the 12 steps. You will become transparent like myself. I was able to do it without going to AA, because I pretty much, from morning until night, have my own AA meetings throughout the day with my own methods. We gain perspective. The skill is crucial to setting and achieving goals. Does it pass your bullshit meter? And I hate to use the word, the BS meter, because let me tell you something, if you're setting goals that you know aren't realistic, they are not going to pass your BS meter. Be honest, be realistic. Can you really do this? Does it feel good to do this? Is it very obtainable, or your goals that you're setting are out of reach? They're not even realistic. Is it actionable? Is it life-orientated? How long will it take you to achieve your goal? These are all things that you need to set up for yourself. You need to make a list. Lists aren't just for mentally challenged people. Make a must-to-do list, short, sweet, focused, each and every day. And I'm not talking about a little stick-on. I'm talking about a list this big. For many of us, a to-do list seems like burdens. Towers of boring chores that must be accomplished before we can lie on the couch and watch TV. Make it a fun list. Reframe the perception. Heart urges. Don't write tasks, write intentions. Don't write, I have to do this. Write, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to AA because I can't wait. Not write, I have to go to AA again. Make a habit of writing down your intentions every day. Place in the paper where you will see it when you wake up in the morning and several times throughout the day. Possibly by your refrigerator, you can have it laying there, hung up there. Adjust your attitude. Fear and failure are ingrained in the lifestyle of substance abuse. In order to set and accomplish our goals, we must lose our fear to reverse the loops that tell us we are bound to fall and are victims. Victims do not take risks. They don't have to worry about falling short of perception, and they don't fail. Playing the victim role is safe but not effective. Facing your fears puts you in the driver's seat on how you spend your time in the future. Don't obsess on how difficult it's going to be, and most important, don't procrastinate. That is the biggest problems in people's lives. If you have a chore, if you have a mission, do it, and do it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Just as much as I always say to people, if you're going to make changes in your life, today is the time, because tomorrow might not be here. Folks, you need to hang with winners. I always say, change your surroundings, change your social hangouts, change your social friends. One of the most important components of learning to take action is having a positive community support that encourage you. Share your accomplishments, whether large or small, to develop momentum and keep track of your progress using others to keep you accountable. But it's not just about getting pats on the back. Surround yourself with people who are accomplishing the things. Things means building a community of people who can actually help you meet your goals. Successful people don't do it alone. They work as a team. You need support from your friends or mentor to continue to move forward in a positive manner. It also adds companionship, accountability, a little healthy competition, encouragement, and someone with whom to celebrate your victories. And the victories are on their way if you stick to your gun and make realistic goals for realistic changes. Having the support can make all the difference in your success. If you find yourself getting stuck, ask for help. Do not be ashamed to ask. The lessons of sobriety are the tools that enable us to move forward to our next goal. By incorporating the lessons we have learned in getting sober, practicing honesty, relationship discipline, and accountability one day at a time, we are well on our way of changing our life. And listen to this one part. It's the lessons we have learned. This is why 2 of my websites, I have started with the word clear. I have clearviews.info and clearreform.com. I said CLEAR stands for Community, Lessons, Empower, Addiction, Recovery. Community, lessons, empower, addiction, recovery. It is our lessons as a community that will help each other to become stronger at recovery, to become stronger and educate each other. Remember these steps one more time. First things first. before anything else, when you have finally smartened up and stopped abusing drugs and alcohol, is to learn to live in recovery. Your job, although it might be in jeopardy, can be replaced. Your life cannot. Your relationships can be replaced. Your life cannot. You need to focus 110% on your sobriety, on your recovery, on your plan to live another day. You need to do this one day at a time. Live for today. Tomorrow do the same. Yesterday is gone. You cannot change that. You need to move forward, but you need to worry about sobriety. I shouldn't say worry, you need to concentrate on sobriety. Everything else is secondary. You need to take baby steps. Don't expect all the changes in life to happen in one huge leap. Take baby steps. Work on your sobriety. Work on your recovery. Work on your job situation. Work on your relationships. All in small increments, but always go back to number one on my list, which is first things first. And the first thing is learning to live with sobriety, in sobriety, with recovery. You have to be realistic. One of the major benefits of long-term practice with the 12 steps is that we are honest with yourself. Folks, become transparent. People are amazed how not that I'm proud of my past, but I have no shame in talking about my past, because my lessons that I have learned from my past are possibly going to help you with your recovery today. This is why I can relate to my friend that is going through what he's going through, is because I've been there. I have been there, and I know now how to live with it. And it is my responsibility, not only as an addiction recovery coach, but as a fellow human, to share what I have learned in all the years that I've been battling alcohol and drug. Well, I haven't been battling drug addiction, alcohol abuse. But I have learned all these small little steps on how to work with it, how to live with it, and more importantly, how to share with others my experience. Let my experience, my failures, be your gain in life one day. Next one is make a list. And I'm not talking about the little sticky notes. Make a list, hang it on your refrigerator, so every time, every day you see it, you work with it. And make the list a fun list. Don't say, I have to go to AA again. Right? Instead, today I get to go to AA. I get to buy another day of sobriety in my life. Today, I will look for a job. Not I have to look for a job. Today, I look forward to making amends with my family. Not, oh God, this is going to be terrible. I have to sit with my family and try to explain why I did what I did. Let today be a brand new day, and let your list become a fun list. You need to adjust your attitude. You need to adjust your attitude. Don't act like a victim. There are some people that really want that pity party. Listen, folks, you should be happy that you are able to change. You are not a DWI statistic. You are not a suicide statistic. You are a living, breathing human being that has made mistakes in the past, that is now recovering and making a better future. You're not a victim. What you are is a person that is finally smarting up to make the changes in life. You don't need to have to worry about what you did yesterday. You have to learn from what you did yesterday. And you need to really, honestly, start surrounding yourself with winners. You need to make sure that the people that you hang with are not drug dealers. The people that you hang with are not alcoholics. The people that you hang with have to be equally in sobriety with you, or going through sobriety, or are way in advance of you, like a sponsor, a mentor, an addiction recovery coach. These are people that will take you under their wing and make sure that you go and stay on the right road of recovery. You need to hang with winners. If you have only friends that abuse drugs and alcohol, it's time for changes. I'm not saying to hate these friends. I am saying do not hang with them. You will fall right back into the good old ways again that you had prior to maybe your meltdown, your breakdown, your blackout. If you truly want those changes to continue staying in your life and you want to get better, these are the things you need to do. You need to reach out to people like Larry Geese from the Geese Academy. Call him at 516-485-2741, 516-285-2741. Go to his website at odysseyconsultant.org. Go to people like Larry. Get in touch with people like me at 844-405-HELP, and we will assist you in learning to live in sobriety, learning to live in recovery. We will assist you on helping you, guide you the right way, and to what obstacles that you might face in your sobriety and in your recovery. But you need to reach out to us. I always say that I cannot locate you because I don't know who is watching me. I have an audience that is possibly in kitchens and jails, homeless shelters, living rooms, websites, but I don't see who's watching me. But you are watching me if you are listening to this. Reach out to me at 844-405-HELP. Text me if you don't want to speak to me. I know a lot of people don't want to speak in the beginning. They'd rather text 631-599-0218. Folks, here's what it comes down to. A sober today, I guarantee you will make it better tomorrow. And if you think positive, positive thoughts, positive results will happen in your life. Positive things like your skin color will start coming back to normal. Positive things like your financial situation becomes better because you're not wasting it on drugs and alcohol. Your relationships hopefully will mend. People that maybe right before you became sober kind of tuned you out of their mind already are seeing the changes in you. Spiritually, you need to reach out to your higher power because we all need something to hope for. I hope right now that anyone, even one person that's out in my audience, makes the changes that they need today. I know each and every time I do one of these videos or I do coaching or if I do work on my websites, I get the help that I desperately need daily. Reach out to anyone that is in a sobriety mode, that is in a recovery mode, and see maybe what they do to stay sober, to live happily and healthy in recovery. Reach out to me, 844-405-HELP. Folks, please teach your children and grandchildren to say no to drugs and alcohol. Remember that you, from birth till they're 18, help write their chapters in their book of life. So it is your responsibility to make sure that you teach them well. Lead by example. If you don't want them to smoke, don't smoke. If you don't want them to drink, don't drink in front of them. If you don't want them to use profanity, don't you do it. And if you don't want them to physically abuse anyone ever, don't you do it. Lead by example. You are their role model. You are their hero. It is up to you to show them the love, compassion, respect that they need to take out into life after 18. Start today. A sober today makes for a better tomorrow. And I hope to God each and every one of my audience has a great day. But more importantly, I hope that each and every one of my audience, especially my friend, but each and every one of you folks, has a sober day today. May God bless you.